in front of it. So some teams like Dignitas will actually set up positions down here, but obviously we can see Colwn is staying all the way at the back.
All right, and we have to kind of point out that that was a come-from-behind win for Colwn. They were at 5-2 at one point and ended up coming back to win 10-8. And Yeepy coming up, so I mean that was a very good performance, especially after the resuming. But yeah, that was a great shot from Yeepy. I didn't even see wins really for more than a split second. So great shot there. Actually going to put him in a nice advantage moving forward.
And he's going to try and skirt around the side, but EP misses the open shot on Starmie, and an armor's taken off as well. So 2 armors to 2 defenders.
Oh, now getting pegged by AKM twice. Red wins the turn to get us started here on Archways. We are actually going to get through the majority of our map pool, as at least 4 games are going to have to be played for this series to end, possibly a full 5. There are still obviously several maps remaining in the pool. AKM is going to move forward and actually head up the left side. It looks like EP Sheesh and Lakayam all posted up at the very back. This is another map that you can actually rush forward because all 3 of those exits for the attackers come out in generally the same area.
And AKM, unfortunately, losing an armor right away. A pretty good prediction rocket there from Lakayam. And AKM, oh, he's around the back. And I don't know if he's spotted yet. Ooh. Oh, Lakayam knows exactly where he's at. Lands his second defensive rocket.
Only 1 armor remaining. AKM has not taken out any defenders yet. And this is actually a pretty tough map to get through the defense. There are these 2 columns, and someone can play the point, not to mention these hills that defenders can just run over and shoot you in the face. Lakayam with all of those defensive rockets so far. Now Sheesh is going to be up for Eclypsia.
Okay, so Sheesh is up, and this is another one of those very defensive maps. Although, usually, I say that usually because it's very large, there's a lot of positions you can actually sit back, good high ground for the defenders.
Ooh.
Whoa, Sheesh really had to watch out there. But actually, earlier in our qualifier, we had, I forgot who the 2 teams were playing, but it was an incredibly offensive struggle back and forth.
I think Dignitas was doing a rush-down defense, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. I think on Monday we had a game that was very, very aggressive. I think it might have been Absolute Legends against Like a Sir.
Probably,
we kicked off with, but either way, Sheesh already losing a point of armor, has not taken out a defender. And this is not a good day for attackers, apparently.
No, not at all. Sheesh finally comes back and lands a laser, but he's got to land at least 1 more before he can even consider assaulting the point, and he gets it. So it's 1 defender versus 1 armor now. Things are a little bit more difficult for both players now, as Sheesh is just waiting for his perfect moment to assault this point.
He should try and move out, because if he doesn't land this laser, basically he's not even going to give himself the chance to win with the other condition of capping the point, and he gets 82% before getting taken out.
All right, very nice job by Starmie there to hold his ground, not get over eager and expose himself, and he's rewarded with a defensive round.
Yeah, and you'll see that the goal on this map is actually a little bit different than the goal on some of the other maps. The pole itself is at the rear of the space where you actually stand on to cap, so you can't really do the same sort of ring around the rosy maneuver if it's only you and 1 defender. 2 armors left. Good prediction rocket there. They're going to keep track of wins quite well, and oh, he almost walks into a second one there, but backs off.
That's right. He's going to continue rolling through the left-hand side now, but he is picked up again by the defenders, who are in a very nice position, and jumps into a rocket there. So wins, maybe just making it hard for himself now, but he is down to 1 armor and still 3 defenders remaining.
Dun, dun, dun. 28.4 meter hit for wins. Only 1 armor remaining. Obviously, 2 defenders still standing. You can see the defensive positions behind the mound. They actually both popped out at the same time to try and shoot just a huge volley of rockets, but wins still standing. If he can pick off somebody here, not going to happen. So still 4 defensive rounds straight to get us started on Archways.
And I believe up next it's going to be Lakayam. Yes, he has been the last attacker for Eclypsia so far, but also one of the more successful ones. He has done pretty well on the last map, and we'll see if he can continue to stretch an advantage for Eclypsia.
All right, Lakayam is actually going to attack through the left side. It looks like the majority of the prediction rockets went to the right, so he's actually going to have an opportunity to get up a little bit more. This middle lane is a little bit tougher to attack from, but actually, if you think about it, if you attack from the left side, all 3 of the defenders are in front of you. If you attack from the middle, you could have an opportunity to pick off 1 to the left or right. Either way, Lakayam does get 1, but he trades for an armor.
Okay, well, Lakayam now has a decent position over here. He's got basically the left-hand side all to himself, but he decides to fall back off of that.
Yeah, he looks like he might want to head through the middle once more, maybe even to the right side, but time is getting lower. 2 defenders still standing and 2 armors left for Qualifier. He actually has a chance. Oh, if he had landed that shot, I would have given him a huge opportunity to cap, and now with only 7 seconds and 2 defenders, he's going to have to be desperate and no, not even going to make it close to the goal there.
All right, 3-2, but 5 defensive rounds have been taken in a row thus far. Sturmy on the attack, and he did actually have a very clutch attack round landed last go-round on Collided.
That's right. Sturmy actually kept things alive for Colwn, and then eventually that pushed them to the victory. So he's going to be attacking through the center of the map. Doesn't look like, oh, man, he almost got caught by a lot of rockets. But once he gets out of there, he is going to have an opportunity to move forward again. And, the defensive position was actually a little bit forward from that Eclypsia player. Sturmy looking for a free shot. I don't think he's going to get it from there, though.
Okay, trying to jump over the top. There was a wide open laser, but he doesn't take it, and he misses the point blank one, unfortunately. So now he comes right back. I thought he was actually going to take a second armor loss, but doesn't, and grabs a kill instead. Yeah,
that looks very, very close. Sturmy probably wants to try and take out EP on the right side there, but down to only 1 armor. This is looking rough again, and even though he does land the shot on that second defender, he catches a rocket from below, and that's it for the attacking round. 3-3 is the score for map number 3. Just 6 defensive rounds in a row. Who will be the first player to actually get a successful attacking round here?
Well, we are once again back around to the primary attackers for each team, their starters, so to speak, and so we should have the strongest possibility of an attacking round landed here. EP, if you remember last time, did start pretty strong and tailed off towards the end. I believe he had the capture point something like 60 or 70% of the way done before he was finally shot down.
That's right. He actually had potentially the closest opportunity to actually get the cap done, but he's actually going to do something we haven't seen yet. He's going to hop up on the defender spawn and move around to the left side very quickly. He had perhaps an open shot on AKM, but didn't actually connect. This is looking kind of scary now. These rockets are pretty accurate from Colwn. They're very, very close, and if he can juke for just a little bit longer, he can do a sort of desperation move onto the goal. If he stands for just 1 more part of a second, he's going to
got
get
it.
Very nice there from Yeepy. Very risky, but it paid off. He took off that first defender, so it helped out quite a bit. And now Eclypsia has put themselves in a great position. They've already shown that they can defend on this map pretty well. So if they can just keep that going for just 2 more rounds, 2 more defensive rounds would put them into map 4 with a 2-1 series score.
That's right. AKM has to bring things back for Colwn now. And like we said, he is their starter, so he has a good chance of doing just that. Tries to land a really long-range laser there as he jumps very quickly down the right-hand side. He's obviously got a lot of time before the attack point becomes capturable, but he's got to try and kill everyone in the meantime. Does manage to pick off 1 defender, but loses an armor as well.
Yeah, that kill on AKM was a gift, or who did he kill there? Yeepy. That kill on Yeepy was a gift, but unfortunately he was in the air a little bit too long. AKM might answer with a successful attacking round. That would just be heartbreaking for Eclypsia, finally getting in there with Yeepy, but just 1 laser or 1 rocket, or 2 rockets, excuse me, will end this round. AKM has some work to do. Nope.
Oh, nice. All right, AKM with a great shot around the side, and 2 consecutive attack rounds have been taken, and we're all tied up again at 8.
All right, Sheesh is going to be up now for Eclypsia. He's landed a number of defensive rockets. Oh, that number is 1.
Yes,
okay.
That is a number, though.
Yeah, it's a number of rockets. It's a singular number of rockets. Either way, Sheesh going to move out now through the cave. No risks on the defense at all this game. Wow, I didn't even see that rocket until it exploded.
Come from?
Yeah, it's like, the sun was behind it, so it's kind of hard to see. There's some glare, perhaps. Oh, man, but that defensive round fell flat pretty quickly. The next attacking round is going to be the super-duper important one, and Wins is going to be the one to try to get it.
As we know, Wins has been pretty strong so far today. He's taken, I believe, 4 attack rounds so far for Colwn in the...
Finals?
Excuse me, in the final so far, yeah.
I'm not sure, but either way, if he does get it here, that's going to be map point for Colwn. It would actually give them a series lead, so it is going to be super duper valuable if he manages to connect on a laser in the first 10 seconds or so. That's going to give him a great shot at actually completing his mission. So far, no defenders in sight, though. Ooh,
Well, there's a
gift.
defender in sight.
Yeah, Yeepy playing that right side is actually getting picked off every time, so he needs to maybe consider a different strategy, I think.
2 hills being taken here. L'chaim off to the side.
Ooh.
Sheesh though lands 2 quick rockets and bring things back a bit for Eclypsia. L'chaim now sitting on the point itself. Sheesh goes down off to the side, and Wins avoids all the defensive rockets that were just spammed down.
Wins is dodging all of these rockets like a pro. There's only 8 seconds left on the clock to get on the goal, and he lands the attack anyway. Colwn takes a series lead now, 2-1.
That's right. They are just 1 map away from actually taking the entire qualifier and being flown out to Las Vegas.
After the first map and that quick lead that Eclypsia built up on Collided, I did not expect us to get to this point. Colwn with a 2-1 series lead right now. Kawa saying, see you at Vegas in our stream chat, but you still got some work to do, Kawa. I think you just got eliminated a moment ago.
That's right.
You got to try again.
He's got some confidence.
If you're going to come anyway, I mean, that'd be cool. We can hang out and stuff, but you got to win if you're going to get a chance at any of that money. But, man, that's going to be the map choice now for Eclypsia. Again, they picked Archways, and it didn't work out for them, so could be rough.
Okay, so let's see here now. They're just choosing which map they want to play. This one is actually, Telescope is actually not in our map pool, the one that they're on at the moment. There we go. They're going to the castle. Have to take a closer look at that one. That one looks kind of crazy, though.
That could be one of those ESWC maps. They actually they came out with a whole list of brand new maps that no one had played on, and it's kind of controversial because it's like, okay, here are your maps, enjoy, and it's like, well, these maps haven't been tested. You know, they're some of them are kind of weird. I know the ESP guys had a lot to say about them on my show Target Practice, which is Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific. If you want to tune into that, we're gonna have guests on every Tuesday night, but ESP did not seem to be a big fan of the brand new map situation. Either way, the castle is actually one of the original 3 maps that came out from Nadio Live. It has undergone a few alterations since it came out, but we're going to get right into the game now for game number 3. Colwn at a 2-1 series advantage in a best-of-5